Hi there. My name's TrueNav, I'm the only me there is, and welcome back to Satisfactory, the game that never stops giving. Now last time, we got through... what did I do? Right, we went hunting, we went exploring, found a bunch of slugs, which I'm going to transform now. I did the research for glass, was it quartz? Yeah, and we have to do this. We gotta get motors, a few beacons, just to upgrade this. And already I see some things that I really want. The map. I've wanted a map forever. Now I get a map. Quartz crystal, radar, quantum technology. Okay, that sounds nice. Crystal oscillator. I have no idea what it is. Scanner for quartz. I'm gonna have to search out, a node, and I think I've seen some around here, but it'll be good because this way I can keep building up from Mother Base. But the one thing I really want to do is the Explorer. 25 slot inventory, has a built-in craft bench, fast and nimble exploration vehicle, tuned for really rough terrain and can climb almost vertical surfaces. This puppy, I've been reading about it. Very barely, actually, from the update notes, and this is the greatest vehicle in the game so far, and I want it. I want it, and quite frankly, I just want it. So, today's episode will be dedicated to getting as many upgrades as we can, as well as I want to start building the next strut or bridge over in the direction of the coal power plant before we start searching for any other specialized nodes or anything like that. And the reason for that is simply because I want to keep doing this. I want to keep making part of the base, part of the bridges. And I was thinking about how to do it over there, And you know, in keeping in line with trying to be original but also kind of running out of ideas, I thought, okay, let's make a hybrid. Not a castle this time, and not a bridge like this one, but I want to make something along the lines of a floating platform, you know, like a hanging factory, where yes, we'll have the third strut going down, but then it'll stop just before the ground, maybe 10 or 20 up, I don't know. And there, I want to actually experiment a little more. Hey, I didn't realize you could see the bottom of the foundation of the factory. That's kind of creepy. I don't know if you can even see that on the video, but... and I thought of making it... I want to make it a large platform sort of like this, but maybe even wider. Because I want to experiment a little more with streamlining the process. Something I ran into... The trouble I ran into at the castle is... As beautiful as my little monstrosity is... It was a grandiose design with a complicated network of conveyor belts and the most impressive acquiring of materials, you could say, because I went all around and just routed it all towards the castle, and it looks real nice and it functions as it's supposed to, but I ran into the problem that it's not really streamlined. The production of supercomputers is really slow, and all the last things, and really anything involving manufacturers, and I realized I would like to make that better. I'd like to make it faster, a lot more streamlined. Only I don't know how. So I want to experiment to again toy around with the speed values. This is all without power shards, by the way. The speed values of the conveyor belts, how fast things are made, to see if I can really make it so that every conveyor belt is full at any given time and has all the materials it needs at any given time to just keep producing, pumping out constantly. For that, I don't know if it'll be possible to actually make a system where I have storage on the side or not. But for the moment, I still want to experiment, so let's see. So today's episode will be dedicated to researching the remaining things, maybe making a few other things, and making the joint bridge from Strut 1 and Mother Base to Strut 3. Or, in this case, I don't know, if you want to call this one Strut 2 and the one at the oil-based Strut 3, so be it. but towards the strut that will be over the coal plant. In the meantime, let me, whoa, not jump that high. Let me go ahead and stop rambling and get to this. Analysis of sulfur is complete. Alright, bring it on. What do we got?
Percentage of sulfur in compounds is acceptable and can be extracted safely to create gunpowder-based explosives.
Excuse me?
The derived milestone can be found in Tier 4. Further research required for more precise use.
Wonderful, but pardon? Tier 4, explosives. Ooh, +5 inventory slots. Sweet. +1 arm equipment slots. I already have a lot of them, but okay. Black powder. An explosive powder that is commonly used in explosives and cartridges. Ooh, that sounds nice. Nobelisk detonator. Used to blow up cracked boulders. Yes, there it is. Okay, it wasn't a drill, it was an explosive. Oh, and I have seen so many of these cracked boulders around that I am gonna go for them. Okay. Nobelisk is basically the piece of dynamite, I guess? Sweet. And the sulfur update, which again I think I've seen some sulfur deposits over towards where I want to build from the 80th floor, as well as maybe the quartz. I don't know. Well, when we get to that point, we'll see it. All I know is that there's still plenty of things left to do in the game. In the meantime, let's I need to get the supercomputers from the castle. 10, okay. I have alien organs, but I could leave those investigating while I go get the supercomputers and build everything else. Crystal oscillators. Ooh, that is nice. Okay. And Nobelisk. I can't make Nobelisk yet, can I? Not sure. Okay, in the meantime, yeah, let me just... Actually, let's do the hard drives first. If you've noticed, if you've noticed that maybe I have one more than last time, is because I found one more. It was in a dangerous spot, so, and I wasn't recording at the time, but it required I sacrifice a few reinforced heavy encased industrial beams. So these things, actually no, they take less time. I don't know. I kind of want to see what alien organs does, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, 20 minutes. I'm gonna go get the supercomputers as well as the materials for these two things. Okay, we need 10 motors. I already have 100 of these, 100 of these, and frick all beacons. Okay. I need beacons, lots of beacons. 15 more beacons, got it. And for explosives, ooh, I could manage this. Okay. Okay, let's do Explorer first. You hear that little guy over there on the boulder? I'm coming for you. Because if there's one thing I have thought about these last couple of days, it's actually, there's two things I've been thinking about. The first is how it feels like I should be running out of things to do, or out of creativity, out of things to build, and I'd have to leave the series at some point until we either get more updates or the full game comes out. And the other is a fear of the fact that when the full game comes out, my save may no longer work, as is the case with these early access type of games. And as much as I fear that day happening, I'm prepared for it. I mean, even if I do lose all of this, it'll be worth it to try it all over again. I just don't hope it happens for real or anytime soon, because I really like how all this has been and all the time I've put into this, and it would be sad to see it all go. This is a fine example of my problem with the castle. It's great. It functions as it's supposed to, but from here till we actually fill this up, maybe because I have 2 containers here, but it's gonna take forever. Wait, don't I already have... Or I had 10 motors. I don't know. Anywho. Also, there is still the matter of exploring the final area I've yet to actually go to, which is the Red Forest, you could call it. I mean, I'm not thinking of any names right now except for Red Forest. And in due time, I will get over there, but for the meantime, there's no real rush. I just know I still have to get over there. I still want to get over there. How you doing? Not done yet? Okay, 11 minutes. I took about 10 minutes going, 10 minutes back. Not really, 5 and 5? Okay. Well, we got the materials. 50 and 50. The beacons. The Wayuu. And the motors. And launch! Oh, baby, it's been a long time since I did that.
Exploration-based technology unlocked. Quartz-based parts accessible, along with a map of your fix-it approved designated zone in need of charting. The new vehicle is aimed at efficient travel speed and all-terrain handling.
Alrighty. I'm gonna have to get a lot of quartz things, though, I can already tell. Okay. While I wait for this to finish in 10 minutes, oh. Wow, with all that I've explored, I thought the map would be bigger. Wait a minute. All this is abyss, right? This black area, but could I, in theory, actually get over there? That's interesting. And hold on, didn't I explore this thing to the top? I've seen more. Huh. That's fine. I don't need the game telling me where I have been and haven't been. But this is very helpful. Very, very helpful indeed. Also, from this view, the place looks incredibly small, but we all know that's not true. Okay. Now for the big reveal. What have we got? What's new in here? Other than what I already know. Foundations, walls, there's nothing. Okay. Let's do it then. Vehicles. Explorer. Ooh. I'm glad I made a farm for heavy metal frames, but that one, like I said before, it's not really as efficient as it could be. At the coal farm, I'm gonna focus on making these for real. And I already know how. Interestingly enough, I have no idea how to make the other thing. But I want to make you. You look fun. You look like a 4x4 off-road beauty. Okay, so how do I make the glasses things? Well, I gotta farm quartz to make quartz crystals, right? You need 2 quartz to make a single quartz crystal, but it makes itself fast. That's good. Crystal oscillators probably only need... Never mind. They need a lot of things. What is that? Oh, okay. Of course. You need cables, quartz crystal. Ooh. This is gonna be tricky. Where? Oh boy. Where is there quartz near me? Tell me there's some that way, please. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay, you're far. I already expected as much. Oh no, no, no. Yeah, you're pretty far, but you're all that way. I don't have anything that way. The only thing that's going to be that way is probably the sulfur farm. Oh, there's one even further. Oh, Lord. Okay. Now the real question. Is there copper and iron that way? Because that's the only way I'm going to be able to build all the things I need. Of course there's freaking copper everywhere here, but is there any copper that way? I mean, I guess when I go build, I'll find a way, but... Or just route all the quartz back here, but that is going to be really annoying. I'd rather do everything over at the next plant when I make it over that far. I don't see anything. But okay, I'll have to check once I get over there. Properly explore that area again. I'd love to do the Explorer, but unfortunately I won't be able to build it yet. So... Nothing else I can do except start building the other thing, I guess. You're not done yet, right? Okay, 6 minutes. I'll wait. As for the actual strut that I'm gonna build today, or that I'm gonna start building, but I think I'll have enough time to build it all, I was thinking of maybe finally actually deconstructing it, like what's over there. Unlike what I did over here where I just routed it all in a different direction, I may deconstruct it over there because, I don't know, I like the way this came out, but over there was kind of messy. But we'll see. And speaking of messy, the reason I want to do everything on a platform and really wide and really experiment is, other than, you know, streamlining the process, I want to see if I can really get everything nice and squared on a grid of sorts. Because even at the castle, it was a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a mess of cables, if you will. You know, everything everywhere. Sort of organized, but not really. So I want to see if I can fix that. And the other idea I want to also implement in this new strut will be using the lifts. Now that we have them, I want to see if I can properly maximize their potential. Especially for taking the materials up. That's going to be awesome. Launch!
Sulfur can now be used to craft nobelisks.
Nobelisks.
A remote
You sound
detonator will be
beautiful.
made in the equipment workshop. In anticipation for carrying explosives, R&D has inflated your pocket dimension and added an additional equipment slot.
I love you. I love you,
Note,
Ada.
close proximity at detonation is likely to result in suboptimal performance.
For me or the explosion? I get the feeling it's for me. Oh man. Okay. Now then. You. What do we got? Nothing? I should guess that they're only for... Well, more? I do have 10 more, but for now, let me put in the supercomputers. I'm more curious about that. That's what I've been working for all this time, after all. 30 minutes. Okay. And if there's one other thing I've thought about, it's the ascent and descent. So far I've had 3 different systems, and that's not going to change. I want to make another system for this one. Something that will make traversal easy, but not a hassle. I mean, at the castle, even if going up and down the ramps is a bit of a hassle, it's still interesting, right? You have the ramp system going up and down the tower. Over in this one, you have the jump pads that make the diagonal pinball machine, as I'd like to call it. And over here, I have the elevators. For the next one, I think I'm going to put down a ramp system like I did for the vehicles, but that wraps around the tower. It's going to be interesting. For now, let's see. How do I want to do this? 2, 5. What? It's funny how I still doubt the amount of time I'll have to build everything. It's around here, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I need to build a bit of a... How do I want to do this? Yeah, something like this. Boom. And boom. A bit of a square here. The intersection. Right along over here. And okay, now we can keep going. But yeah, the time it will take me, I don't know if I'll be able to finish this episode or not. You'd think that by now, with all the towers I've built, I'd be an expert, and technically with the castle, I was. This next strut is also not going to be filled in. It makes my job easier, both in terms of time consumption and resource consumption, because the amount of concrete and then metal plates needed for this kind of thing is always ridiculous. And I don't really need to make anything too barbaric. The meat of it all will be on the platforms, on the hanging factory, if you will, so let's go with that. And I see you, Mr. Rock. I'm coming for you. And the one over there, too. Where is it? Over there. I will. I'm going to destroy you when I get the explosives. And since it's going to be a bit of a hanging factory, All the others have had walls and things like that. For this one, to get enough sunlight, or that's the excuse anyway, I'm gonna make it open, a barren place. Nothing holding us back. Just a one big long platform, such and such. Okay, we're arriving at our destination, which is... yeah, let's center it. Actually, why do I need to go lower? I'm just thinking, how am I gonna make a hanging thing if the 20 is already low enough? I could go down 10, maybe. Or 5? Yeah, 5 would be good. Sounds right, right? Yeah. This way I don't have to waste too much time and the resources elevating the resources too. It's all about getting creative. Doing things a little differently. Some might say that's maybe a little lazy on my part for not going all the way or something like that, but I'm doing it how I want to. If you don't like it, then leave a comment. Oh boy. Let's see now. Where is a good point to make the turn? I think 1 or 2 more, maybe? Yeah, I think this is good enough. Centered. Or wait, no, why am I doing this like this? If I really wanted to do it centered, I should... yeah, I was thinking of putting it in the middle of these things, but it would be better to put it in the middle of everything, like... so in this space right here where I'm pointing at, this little green space. So let's go over there. And for that, we need to do this. We need to keep going a little more, actually. Next place on my list to explore, though, other than the forest, is over that way. I get the feeling there's actually more that way. All of that is actually something, or at the very least it's climbable, you know? Even if it looks far off and past the void. And there we go, this is the start of the foundation. Not too high, just about 5 or 6 down. We can easily overlook everything, but also we can easily bring things up. And since I'm actually going to have to find a way to bring everything up, let me just keep deconstructing, actually. And take this as far down as we have to. I'll then just replace the walls, and we'll keep going. You know what? I don't know what I'm doing with the walls. I mean, I need them for the lifts, but I did say I would make it a hanging platform. So, I guess it will be hanging mostly. Just not as I said it would. I don't know. I need the walls, though. I want to make it more organized, and seeing it now, I realized, hey, I could put the lifts in here, and just have them all lift up. And there's exactly, what, 8 walls? And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the coal. There's 7 things I could bring up. 7. And it'd be fine. And it would look good, but I don't know if I need the walls. I don't know why I put them there in the first place. I may have to undo all this. Silly me wasting time. Okay. Well, I know how I want to make the platform now anyway. I want to make it 10 by 10 going out that way towards the sun. Just because I don't want to get in the way of this or even the coal plants, the coal generators. Out this way would be more interesting anyway. And yet for that, I'm gonna have to find a way to make the ramp system I said start somewhere and end down there. So probably start around here and then end down there. And again, I could just not be as organized with the lifts here. I think I'm gonna just get rid of this, have them lift up anyway, but you know, from wherever they produce, and then bring it on like that, or I don't know. Still deciding. And while I'm here, I'm gonna start building my 10x10 thing. Hopefully that'll be enough to get everything going, but then again, considering how large the assemblers were, that they needed at least 3x3. Sorry, the manufacturers. The assemblers also needed a big space, or big enough to fit the walls and all that. I may just make this a little bigger. Maybe not 10x10, but 12x10, 14x10. I'm gonna add 2 more. And then see maybe if it's too much or necessary enough. Who knows, maybe 10x10 is overkill. Another thing I want to do for this is I'd like to start from the front and go towards the back. What I mean by that is some people have suggested, and I think it's a fantastic suggestion, to make what you want to make, but focus on what you want to make. So if you want to make the heavy metal frames, for example, start from there and go back. What do you need to make that? And that's how you start making the constructors and so forth. Because if not, it turns out messy, right? Okay, so I decided to go with a base of 14x14. Just to, maybe overkill, but just to see if it works. And I'm going to now start descending with my ramps. Oh wait, what am I doing? I should probably add an extra one here. It wouldn't make sense if I suddenly didn't have a 2x2 transport system. Okay, now I can start. Okay, ramp done. It's a little ugly, but it works. I died while trying to build. I'm an idiot, but okay, well I'm here. Supercomputer is completed. Sweet.
New technologies have been developed based on this new element, primarily in power and electronics, and can now be accessed in Hub Tier 6.
Before we go, let me just check them out, because they sound interesting. Hub Tier 6. Advanced Caterium Technologies. Electronics, sorry. Scanner Update Geyser. Oh, yes, sir. Whoa, what is this? Supercomputers? I need 20 more? I have 20 more. I also have these things. I just need to go back to the oil plant to get them. Geothermal generator. Ooh yeah. Gotta build that. Programmable splitter. I'm gonna have to use this eventually. 4 more slots. Yes. And power pole Mark III. Whoa, that's nice. Same thing with the conveyor belts. I don't know if I mentioned it already, but for now, the conveyor belts are going to be temporary as I figure out the logistics behind how I'm gonna properly transport everything. Oh, this one's gonna be a trickier one. I need to get rid of this grass. Get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. It's been a long time, huh, since we did that? Yeah. Let me just get rid of you. I really don't need it. If I ever need biofuel again, I will hit myself over the head because I didn't save it up on time. But for now, we're going to... Well, they're both over there. It doesn't make sense for one to come over here, does it? Okay, now that we've got the conveyor belts all laid out, I'm just going to finalize this by adding conveyor belt lifts. One that goes up there. I need to find a way to measure this right, so let me go up. In fact, I know a perfect way to measure it. And it will actually involve utilizing these walls. Okay, that's one lift going, and I decided to put it like this so that it comes out here, goes into the next lift up there, and from there it will come out here and into this. All in preparation for what to come in the next episode. Oh, it's beautiful, it's exciting, it's lovely, I love this lift thing. No, not that. I don't want a conveyor belt, I want a lift. Alright, there's that. Next we need one over here. Alright, this is looking real nice. Let me just put a wall over here. Plug the one at the bottom as well, and we'll be good to go. Please tell me I didn't forget to actually connect the copper. No wait, of course I didn't. I remember clearly doing it. Yeah, see, there it goes. Taking its sweet time. Ah, there it is. Haha, beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this episode here, as I've been advertising for a while now, and in the in-between I'll probably... I won't start with the factory yet, I kinda want to build that with you, so no smelters or anything until then, but in the meantime I think I'm gonna build a ramp to connect this. Something that will allow me to bring along my cars and all that. But other than that, yeah. Okay, this was this episode. Okay, I leave this episode here, so thank you so much for watching it. If you liked it, thumb us with that like button down below, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell button. But as always, I'm the only me, so you be the only you. See you next time.